Today we have the pleasure of interviewing the ambassador of Panama to Berlin. He is called Guido Spadafora, and Guido Spadafora has practiced medicine since 1981 in the Ministry of Health of Panama. From 1979 until 1980, he supported Victoriano Lorenzo Brigade to fight against the dictatorship of Anastasio Somoza in Nicaragua. He fought for Panama's democracy since 1985, and he supported the civil crusade against the dictatorial regime of Manuel Antonio Noriega in Panama. He has denounced abuses and corruption in the media, wrote articles for the press, and gave interviews in the media. More recently, from 2013 until 2014, with the objective to clean up the name of the National Assembly, he participated in the election campaign of the current president of Panama, Juan Carlos Varela, as a candidate for Alianza El Pueblo Primero, with the Partido Panameñista and the Partido Popular. So, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. First of all, thank you for this very nice interview you're giving us this afternoon to your magazine. Well, we are here as ambassador from 6 months so far. It has been a wonderful experience. The German people and diplomatic work have given me a wonderful reception, and we are very happy to be here. I think this is a very important country to be an ambassador.
Did you get along with German people?
Of course, of course.
Yes.
They have, as I said, gave me a very nice welcome here, and I have found very easy to work with the German authorities.
Okay, that's nice. So my first question, His Excellency, is that you have been the ambassador of Panama to Germany for more than 6 months now. So what are your main goals as a diplomatic, or which aspects do you want to improve the most?
Yes, one of the things I have learned here in Germany is how they treat the environment. One of my goal is to try to bring some of this technology to my country. That was one of the issues our president offered in his campaign. So following that path, we are working in that issue, trying to find the technologies that can be bring to Panama and help us in treating our environment in a better way. We are now contaminating rivers and oceans and or jungles, and we have to change that completely. German technology is showing us the path to help us in that.
Okay, and regarding this, how would you define the relations between Panama and Germany?
Excellent, excellent. Now that we are celebrating the expanding of our Panama Canal, the businesses between both countries must increase. It's very important for our Panamanian aspect to try to try to motivate the German companies to see Panama as not a window, but it's a door to bring their goods to Latin America.
Okay.
Besides the expansion of Panama Canal, there are many other aspects that has make Panama to become a hub to the rest of America. So they already have seen that. I have feel that when I meet with them. They are very interested in having some part in the Panamanian business. We have flights from Panama to all over Latin America. We need German, and German needs Panama. So in that point of view, the relationship must be tighter and bigger. This embassy must grow up to fit that new challenge.
Yes. Are the important investors in the new expansion of the canal, Germany, is the country? Have they invested in
Already,
expansion? Yeah.
already we have investments in Panama, of course. But this investment has to grow up.
Okay. Yeah.
It has to grow up. We are, one of our goals is to have fairs showing the German and Europe technology in our country.
And how are the relationships between Panama and United States nowadays?
It's good too. It's good. We Panamanians, we have a long history of good relationship with countries. As you know, Panama is a multicultural country. From the native people, and in the beginning of the construction of the Panama Canal, many cultures, people from different countries came to work in the Panama Canal. And we receive people from Caribbean, Antillean black people, but at the same time came Italian, Greek, and many other countries of Europe. After the constructions, we have received more immigrants. Me, for example, I come from Italian immigrants and came to Panama.
Okay. Yes, Spadafora.
Yes.
You work as a doctor and specialize in dermatology for more than 30 years. What made you change your field of work and start working in diplomacy?
Well, as far as you have seen my background, I have been involved in political issues
Yes,
all
so
my
you never
life.
changed.
My profession is beautiful, and I love my specialty. But we don't have to be compartmentalized as the word.
Yeah.
We living in a world. We are not an island. As I work in my specialization, I see the world, and I wanted to contribute in some other way to my country and to the world. As I said, maybe because we are in a small country, we see more to the outside world than maybe if you live in a big country like United States or Brazil. Maybe it's hard to imagine the rest of the world. But in a small country like our country, we are looking for the whole world. And besides that, having the Panama Canal, we receive people from all over the world. So we are influenced by that influenced by that path that we have been in all our history.
Okay, and how do you feel that being a doctor has influenced your current role as an ambassador? Has it give you something like being a doctor in the past, maybe treating patients? Does it have any?
Of course, it prepares us to learn about many other things. We have to be capable of fit to in other kind of environment. Uh, my past brother used to say, a smart guy is the one that you can throw him in the jungle and he can survive there.
Okay.
You know, say,
yes, I understand.
so you have to be capable of learn.
Okay.
That's important issue here. I mean, if you are a medical doctor, you have to be capable of learn new things.
Yeah. Okay. It seems that being an ambassador is quite an challenging work. Which aspects of your positions have you find more demanding?
Yes, many. But one of the most demanding things is those things that you are working on, that they not only stay in a paper, but you want them to be a reality. You have to become then in something to happen more than just in a paper. So that's our challenge. Our goals have to be done. If they just stay in the paper, is for me a failure.
Okay. So it's and Panama, from a cultural point of view, is an incredible country. Do you believe that living in such a multicultural environment has influenced your own way of viewing culture?
Of course. As far as culture defines us as nations, we in Panama, for example, we have several original people, and they live in separate places in Panama, and they have different cultures. And besides that, all the immigrants we have with different cultures. And our regions actually have different gourmet way of eating. That have made us being very the capability to be what's the word, accept the different cultures in Panama, from Europe influence, Middle East and Far East culture. And we all in Panama we get along with each other. Because that.
And how would you define cultural diplomacy, or what does this mean to you? Like, can we use cultural diplomacy to strengthen relationships between Panama and Germany, for example?
Yes. Anytime we can, we bring, for example, folklore ballets to be shown in Germany. Right now there is a folklore ballet in a tour in Germany. Next week we have an artist, Panamanian artist, that would present their artistic se me fue la onda. There are artistic pictures. Okay?
Okay, yeah.
And we have a photograph,
Okay.
Panamanian artist too, that is bringing their pictures to Berlin, and we are giving invitations to show their artistic.
That's very nice.
Yes, or in your national day, we present to or culture to the diplomatic world here in Berlin. Anybody that comes to an embassy or that come in a private way of showing our culture is a diplomatic culture. It's a culture diplomatic, sorry. It's a culture diplomatic. Don't need to have a degree, a special, or work with us. If, for example, a Russian violinist wants to be present here in Germany, he is a cultural diplomatic. It's not necessary that being to come here from the Russian government. So it's of course we have a medical doctor that is in an interchange with the Evangelist Clinic here in Germany for a while. Well, she may be a diplomatic culture too, or a culture diplomatic. Sorry.
Okay. And do you believe that cultural exchange, what we're talking about now, can promote a better understanding between nations?
Of course, what makes the world beautiful is our culture. Is what make Spain to be Spain, Thailand to be Thailand. Okay, what a boring world would be if there wouldn't be culture, that all us would talk the same language. What makes the world beautiful is our differences. And these differences is what make us travel to China to try their food, and to Mexico and to try their food, for example, and different cultures should be a bridge between nations. Problem is when cultures put nations apart.
Yeah.
That's a problem. That shouldn't be. So in the way we exchange our culture, the world is rich. It's richer. It's more beautiful.
Okay. So would you say that it can help to prevent crime in that instance, the exchange of culture?
Yes, because we have to be proud of where we are. You, as a human being, you need to be something. Okay? You have to have your nationality. Otherwise, we lost if you don't know where your background is. Okay? As being a Spanish, for example, you make you proud that the food you have in Galicia, for example, your outfit, it's something that makes you proud. If you have a Greek living here in Berlin, but they are proud of their background and they make parties in their family, eat the Greek food. So by being different is the way the world is rich.
Okay, thank you. And in which way does the Embassy of Panama promote culture? Does it have, like, culture, has it a significant position in the embassy agenda?
Well, we have our secretary of culture in this embassy, and she's the one that prepares this issue and help us in showing our culture to the German country. He's the one that helped our artists to show their products
Yes.
to the German people. For example, in the next celebration of the expansion of the Panama Canal, we hope to show to the people that come to the inauguration or folklore. As you're gonna be invited to, so you can see it by yourself.
Thank you, Shen. And this is the last question, and for me it's one of the most important, and it's, what advice would you give to young people that they want to be diplomatics in the future? Or what advice would you give to young people after all your experience?
One thing that can prepare them for doing a better job is to have another profession too.
Okay, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Why is that?
Other profession, whatever.
Okay.
Whatever. Not only diplomatic profession, but other profession. For example, Mrs. Angela Merkel, the Federal Chancellor of Germany, she's a chemistry.
Okay, yeah.
So it's very important to be politician or diplomatic, but to have another profession.
Okay.
It's very important. That's what advice I give to them.
Okay. So thank you very much.
Okay.
It was a pleasure.
Okay. Oh, thank you for your interview.
Thank you.